All right, we are live. I think we're live. I think we're good. Okay. Hey, John Young with the Disc Jockey News coming to you tonight. Just doing a quick little show here to give you a few updates and such. And then at 10 o'clock Eastern in 1 hour from now, Dan and I are going to come back and we're going to be doing our 5 tips talking about disasters that could happen at your events, five of those disasters and how to deal with those a little bit. And that'll be coming up at 10 o'clock tonight, Monday night. If you are watching this after the fact, you'll be able to find that video out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/discjockeynews. So tonight in this little segment, what we're going to do is there's a few questions that have been circulating a little bit, and there's going to be some questions that you guys have had. I just want to give you kind of an update of what's going to be happening here for the next 6 months, 6 to 9 months. People have been asking, where we're going to be, what's going to be happening, and how things are going to be changing as we get into 2020 with the Disc Jockey News. And I want to talk about that tonight. And I think, my goodness gracious, it looks like my video is way off. I don't understand that. So hopefully it's not too bad what you guys are seeing, but it seems to look a little bit off on my end. So anyway, gang, we'll be right back and we'll get into tonight's little segment here. Good evening and welcome to tonight's show from DJNTV, Disc Jockey News TV. Tonight's show is brought to you by Electra Voice, DJ Event Planner, DJ Trivia, Odyssey Innovative Designs and Cases, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and the DJNTV Insiders. All right, we are back. Thank you for being with me tonight. We're going to go through a couple of things. First off, I wanted to jump into a little bit of what's going to happen next Monday night. Next Monday night is with the convention series, which is the 9 o'clock Eastern show, which is at this time. We're going to be doing a kind of an in-depth presentation on Monday night at 8 o'clock, and this might be a 90-minute one. What's going to happen is fast forward another week, I'm going to be at the Marquee Show in Chicago, marqueeshow.com if you guys haven't heard about it. And I'm going to be presenting on Facebook marketing and basically going through and telling how to take and build a qualified lead list through using the tools and such that Facebook has. And that lead list would be client leads, specifically for wedding DJs. If you're not a wedding DJ, this isn't going to make not going to have a lot of value for you. But if you're a wedding DJ, that's what I'm going to be doing at the Marquee Show. I'm also going to be doing the same presentation at the DJ Meetup in November, which is happening in Allentown, I believe is where that's going to be, the DJmeetup.com. Anyway, search the DJ Meetup on Facebook and you'll find it. Marquee Show is out there also, and you guys can find that one. Anyway, what I'm going to do Monday is I'm going to go through and do the whole process. I'm going to take people through the longer process, and then at the Marquee Show and at the DJ Meetup, I've got limited time. So I'm going to start the process and take people through as far as we can go, and then when we run out of time, then they'll have access to the video we shoot next week. But only the people in attendance at the show will have it, or our DJNTV Insiders. So if you go out to DJNTV.com/ and go to schedule, I believe the link is up already for next week's show. That will be where you would need to go to watch that show next week, or you need to be a part of the Insiders area. You can go and just purchase access to this show. And truthfully, this particular show, this is something that I put together. I actually spent about 2 hours on with Facebook marketing folks last week to go and fix a couple of spots that I was kind of a little gray on because they changed some things once again. We got that honed in and such, and we're going to go through that. I wanted to kind of go through the topics of what we're going to cover next week. For those of you who have kind of wondered about, is it worth going and spending a few bucks or joining the Insiders? What we're going to do is we're going to talk about next week about a website pixel, Facebook pixels for your website, what it is, how to find it, how to get it set up, and how to implement it on your WordPress website. Now, you can do this on other websites also if you're in HTML and such, or if you have someone who's designing it for you. This can all be done very easily, but I'm going to go and show you the Facebook side of it, and we're going to talk about why that's important. Then we're going to move and we're going to talk about showing you how to use ads to generate leads. Now, part of this is having some sort of an offer, and we're going to talk about that, how to create an offer that's targeted towards your specific audience that you're wanting to reach, because not every bride is going to have the same interests and such as others. So we're going to kind of narrow that down and talk about a little bit the offer and how to get her to sign up. And then we're going to go through lead generation, the lead generation side of Facebook ads and how to get into that. We'll talk a little bit about some creating some catchy videos and such, and I'll show you a tool or two to do that. How to do that. Then we're going to go into making custom audiences based on our pixel and our traffic and different things, and identifying that specific demographic that we're looking for. That'll lead to a lookalike audience, and then we're going to go through and actually set up an ad, going from beginning to end, setting up the ad. So we're going to spend a lot of time kind of trying to find the right people and how to build off those right people, and then we're going to do that. Then we're going to wrap everything up by just looking at some guerrilla techniques for ways of being able to build that traffic so that your pixel becomes activated and these people are moved into a specific list. So it's going to be a long night. It might be an hour and a half next week, and when it's over, then there's going to be a DJ hangout that's going to go on. But this will be at 9 o'clock Eastern next week. We're going to go through all that. If you're going to see me at Marquee, you'll be able to get this live. And the important part about that is that afterwards, you can come up, and if we have some time together, I can answer questions. I mean, if you really want to go crazy, we can actually pull up your laptop and go through, and I could help you a little bit with some of that. And that's available, obviously, when we're doing this at the Marquee show. If you're not going to be there, well, you'll have it next week, or you can see us at the DJ meetup. So, or I'm just making a note here. So, because somebody just had a question. So, this is part about doing live shows, by the way, for those of you who are out there live watching tonight, is that sometimes when we're doing live shows, there's folks out there. Dwight, thanks for joining me tonight. Great, Greg, thank you for being there. We're using the Restream software, by the way, so we're going to multiple different locations tonight, and most of the chat should be coming up on a special window that I can see, I think, all of them tonight, which I'm kind of hoping. So if you guys if you have any questions or anything, you should be able to pop those up right there, and I should be able to see those. So that'll be coming up next week with that particular one. Then we get into August. We're going to be at DJ Expo. Not going to be speaking or presenting at DJ Expo. We're going to be doing the DJNTV Insider, the chill event Tuesday night over at the Irish Pub. If you guys haven't checked that out, there's going to be more information. Jimmy just put a video together for that, and it'll be circulating here in the next couple of weeks. It's a free event. You just come in there and you buy yourself a beverage or a sandwich or whatever to support the Irish Pub, who helps gets us the area to do this event. So in order for us to do the event there, they like to make a few sales to justify their staff and different things. So there's no charge from our side, but just show some love to the Irish Pub and the wait staff there, because they take really good care of us, and we're really excited to be back again. I think this is going to be year number 3 or something. I don't know. It's been a while. It's at least 3rd or 4th now that I'm thinking about it. Antonio, thank you for being with me tonight from Atlanta. Woohoo! Shout out to Atlanta. So that'll be coming up at DJ Expo, which is in the early part of August, thedjexpo.com. You guys can go and check that out. Our thing is not on the official schedule, because this is kind of more of a private kind of thing for our followers, but anyone's welcome to come to the event. I believe it starts at 8 or 9 o'clock, probably somewhere in that ballpark. And there's going to be some DJs mixing. A lot of our DJNTV personalities will be there, and you guys can come in, and it's kind of a meet and greet, really low-key time. Brian Red and I are going to go live at some point in time to do our show from Atlantic City, and hopefully we will not have rain this year. That's kind of a big thing. So that will be happening during DJ Expo. Then we get into the fall. There's a couple of other things. I'll be in November going out to Allentown, and I'll be seeing a lot of you out there. So if you are in the area, I'd love to be able to meet up with you there. I'll be flying in, speaking, and then hanging out there for a couple of days. So that'll be kind of fun. And then we've got Wedding MBA coming up in October. Now, Wedding MBA this year we're going to be doing a little bit with that, and looking to for 2020 is actually going to be our big year with Wedding MBA. We're kind of excited to be announcing some more things coming down the line for that, and that'll be at a later time. Don't throw that around. Goodness gracious, I'm going to hit my keyboard and shut everything up. So continuing on, as we go, we're not going to. There's a few other events where we're going to be hitting and missing and covering for you guys throughout the fall. Getting into NAMM of next year, there's going to be, basically in 2020, you're going to see a big change with what we do here within the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. we're going to be creating some new things. We're going to be putting together a lot of pieces into creating a new entity. I want to say kind of a new entity, a new thing for DJs to really, we've been working on this for a number of years, and we wanted to develop this little program, this little system for mobile DJs that will allow them to be able to learn, to be able to grow, to be able to get the tools and things that they need for their business to succeed, and then to give them the credentials to be able to show out to the rest of the world that, hey, I am the real deal. I am that person. And that's going to be part of our new look coming into 2020. Now, for those who are part of our DJNTV Insiders, you've heard us talk a little bit about this kind of in some of the private areas. We're going to be talking about this more and more as we go forward. But how this is going to look differently in 2020. First off, back to the newspaper, the Disc Jockey News newspaper is going to be, that part is going away as the Disc Jockey News. We're going to be coming out with a different publication that's a digitally printed publication that's going to come out every month, and it's going to be mailed out, but mailed out first class now in an envelope, so yay, it shouldn't get lost. Think of this more as a newsletter. Okay, monthly newsletter is going to be coming out. Then we're going to have some different certification levels, training and certification levels that are available for DJs out there who want to learn and grow in these areas, and then basically have some level of proof that, hey, I have attained this level and this level and this level. We've been working on a very intricate course of educational content that will allow a person to do this. And then, of course, we're going to be able to say, hey, these DJs have done this on the marketing side, to be able to reach clients and say that we've got DJs who are at a level like this, and they have these qualifications and different things such as that. And those are all going to be put into this whole process for 2020, so that DJs are going to be able to do some different things, and there's going to be this testing and the proof of legitimacy, we'll call it, for lack of a better way to describe it, that's going to lead to a higher level of hopefully respect and such within the wedding professionals industry. Those are going to be happening next year, and we're also going to be introducing some additional benefits to the insider area. We've been talking with a lot of different situations, and I wanted to find some things that were going to work with the overall big picture thing of what we're going to be doing for next year. You guys are going to be finding out more information about that. A lot of this stuff we're not going to really be talking about too terribly much until we get into the fourth quarter. And the biggest reason for that is that I don't want to be out there throwing a bunch of things out into second quarter, third quarter, what have you, and getting people excited. And then by the time it comes around, everyone's kind of burned out on the process. So you're not going to hear us talk much more about it right now, but as we go forward and such, things will, those areas are going to kind of grow and become a bigger part of what we do, getting ready for next year. So, let's see what else. There was something else I wanted to see. I want to try to find where our live. There we go. Okay, I can find that one. That one is right there. Again, we're streaming to a lot of different places, so I'm trying to see which one, where everyone is at tonight. Again, in about 45 minutes, Dan and I are going to be coming back, and we're going to be doing tonight's show on DJNTV, which is talking about some common disasters or disasters that can happen at your events, and ways to prevent them and ways to deal with them once they happen. I think we had 5 tips for how to handle those disasters, and then we've got a 6th one. I think we have a bonus 6th one we'll be talking about tonight also. So that will be part of that show. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to hit, and for the life of me, I can't find that note. Where did it go? Oh, hey, it was tomorrow. There we go. Tomorrow, there's going to be a variety of different videos hitting tomorrow on the channel, on the YouTube channel. This past weekend, there was I did a little thing with the sound system. I was doing a wedding outdoors, and there was some unique things that we had to do. So I did a little video showing the placement of sound and such, how to cover 3 acres of property with sound. And then there was a problem. Something happened that cost me about $250. That this was threw that money right out the door. I might as well walk to the end of the driveway and hand it out. First 5 people through, hand them a $50 bill because I screwed up and I lost money on the weekend. That video is going to be dropping tomorrow. And then I've got one of those things that everyone wants to do, but no one ever does, is to take a brand new speaker and rip it apart and look inside. I'm doing that, I've got that in a video for tomorrow. So we've got 3 different videos going up tomorrow that you guys will be able to check out. They're all fairly short, so it's not like you're going to be watching for hours. It's going to be about a 10-minute watch for all 3 of them, but you guys will be able to check those out. A couple of them have some neat information in them. The one with taking the speaker apart it is what it is. I mean, it's how exciting is speaker. If you're into that kind of stuff, might be pretty cool. And if you're not into it, it's not something to waste a lot of time with. So anyway, that's about it. I just want to make this a quick little video. We'll be back at the top of the hour with Dan and myself, and we're going to be talking about disasters and how to deal with those, some of which happened recently. So we'll be really kind of giving you some close to the heart information tonight. So this is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you.